Hi, I'm Marty Nemko, teaching with AI. AI may be the biggest boon to education since chalk. Here are some ideas on how to make it work for you and your students. Rather than fight AI, work with it, just as in years past, forward-thinking teachers encourage students to do their work with calculators, books, articles, and videos. We must all stand on the shoulders of giants. First, you might have your students play with various AI platforms to pick their favorites, noting pluses and minuses of each for various tasks. You could start with these category leaders. For text, ChatGPT, Copilot, Claude, or Google Search's AI Summary. For images, DALL-E, ImageFX, or Midjourney. For video, Veo or Runway. For music, Sono or SoundDraw. Tally class results, which will help students make good choices. You might even have your class's votes posted on the school's website. Now let's turn to individual subjects. The following are mere examples. Use your own creativity. But at the end of each lesson or unit, consider asking students to write, maybe in a nugget file, just stuff that's a Word file with a bunch of nuggets that they want to remember, how they are learning could be applied to their life or for improving society. Now let's turn to the subject, English. Give students the option of using AI for first drafts, and if they do, to note that, including the platform or platforms and query or queries they used. If they choose to use AI for their first draft, they should imagine they're the editor, making revisions, and if something feels like a hallucination, to do a Google search for independent verification. Their editing should be visible, for example, by using Microsoft Word's Track Changes feature. Also have students note AI's use of hard words, grammar, and so on, that they would like to incorporate into their own writing. Math. Have them query for a proof of a geometric theorem or algebraic, arithmetical, or calculus rule. Have students explain it to the class and why it makes sense or doesn't seem to. Science. Have students query hypothetical experiments, a virtual lab, or science fair. For example, a student might ask which, if any, plants would grow better on their side rather than upright. Why? And what experiment would verify that's true? History. Have students query what-ifs. For example, as we approach Columbus or Indigenous Peoples Day, what if the U.S. had remained in Native American hands all the way through today? What if the United States had divided in half to the Native Americans, half to others? Have students share interesting findings. You and students question them and perhaps lead the class in a debate on the issue. At the end, ask students how their learning could be applied to their life and to society. Economics. Again, what-ifs can be useful. For example, what would be the likely outcomes, short and long term, if the U.S. went totally socialistic, communistic, capitalistic, or anarchist? Art. Have students generate a piece of AI art, for example, a self-portrait, or an impressionistic and an abstract version of the Mona Lisa. Have them play with subsequent queries of the creation until they find one they're happy with, and then get classmates' reactions. Create a class art gallery of student productions, probably more interesting than many posters on walls in classrooms and halls. Music. Have them play with an AI music generator until they're happy with their creation. Have students share the result with the class and the reasons they like it. The class can provide input. Create a class album of the students' music, including using an AI art generator to create the cover. Theater. Have students use AI to find monologues, dialogues, and scenes to act out in front of the class, which would then critique the script and the performance. You might even encourage costumes, if only an appropriate hat. Have the class do favorite scenes in a school-wide assembly and/or video it and post on YouTube. Many teachers already know they can use AI to generate customized lessons, but AI can do so much more. Give it a try. You'll probably never go back to the old way. In any event, that's Teaching with AI. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. and certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books, including the just published favorites, my best articles and short stories. In any event, thanks for watching. I am Marty Nemko.